Hello traders, Scott here again with another episode of Scotty's Trading. Okay, this video is titled a Q&A session, and I got a question here from a viewer, and I really appreciate emails coming through. And the email is scott.andrews275@gmail.com, and just feel free to just ask questions regarding systems and trading. I'm more of a daily and 4-hour chart guy, so I'm not a scalper. So that's what the system is. In the future, probably, in 3 months or so, at the earliest, I want to develop a system similar to this, maybe with no double Bollinger Band indicators on the hourly charts, just so I can, make an income from that as well, and have the compounding side of things with the longer charts. Okay, so Sean, all right. So the first question we've got here is relating to some videos I've put up with screenshots. Okay, and you've just asked me, essentially, and the Excel spreadsheet stuff as well. What else am I using to learn from mistakes and the winners? So what I do is I'll take a screenshot of a winner or a loser, and then I'll save it into the relative section. For example, let's say, I've got Forex trading at its underwater Peters material. So that's who I've learned stuff off. Not this particular system though, he's indicator free. But there's price action here as well, which is relative to what he teaches. The hamster is a signal service that I use, so this is all under that as well because it's the same system that's traded live. And then my backtesting journal, and here we are. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you exactly what goes on. Okay, so that's not relevant right now, but what I'll do is I'll double click the trade. It will come up, and then that was an emotional capture because I thought an expectation that it was going to go down. You shouldn't really ever have a strong expectation or emotions play into putting on a trade. It should be following the rules, and the market really doesn't give negative or positive energy out. It's just, it's neutral. It's just giving information. So I think here I was unlucky, and that was a reflection of that. But I more go through it at the end of each week, and it helps me just understand trends and things that I'm doing over and over again that I'm not, in the moment I'm ignoring. For example, here, really what I needed to do was, it's broken out of this resistance here, and you can see there's quite a few touches. I should wait, and then again it goes. See here, really, support resistance is a zone, so it's not an exact point. Price has a memory, but it needs to be reiterated that it doesn't necessarily, that doesn't necessarily have to continue. Price action wasn't super strong either. But this is what I do with the screenshots. So I don't actually use an Excel spreadsheet anymore. I can show you what I did do. We'll go to the NZUSD. I'll just move this here. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll bring this up. This is no longer done. I'm finding the screenshots capture everything, so it captures the opening time, the close time, because I'll have the account history up as well. But I hope that answers your question. So I'm not using Excel, Sean, anymore. I'm just using the screenshot, which will show the account history section as well. Show me what happened, the take profit, the opening price, when it opened, when it closed as well. Some dates are reflective, which gives you a perspective on time, because most of the stuff I do is on the daily or the 4-hourly, and things take time to transpire. Okay, all right, yeah. So this is it. So it's the date, what it is. It's a currency pair, the NZ US dollar, entry price, time frame. Okay, there's an equity curve as well. This is actually quite a good test. This was 10 years on the daily. I really gone in the flow of things here. So this system is, potentially very profitable, and that was nearly, $40,000 over 10 years. So nothing to sneeze at. That's just one currency pair too. Alright, obviously the AUDJPY isn't as forgiving right now, but it's just a learning process. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. Alright. Alright, so what do you use to draw? Okay, so what I'll do, I'll show you. So let's just take a screenshot. Okay, take a screenshot. It's cute little. So what I do here, screens, I'll show you if you've got Forex Tester 3. So we go back. No, so I'll show you how to do it. It's the desktop. There we go. Okay, Forex Tester 3, screens. Okay, very similar if you have Forex Tester 2 as well. And this is screenshot 71. So it's just under photos. It's just file. That's how it's saved. So it's just a Microsoft function. Okay, and then we go draw. All right. And then normally it's lighter colors for a winning trade, darker for a losing trade. Okay, and what I'll probably highlight is I'll highlight the main reason why I believe that it was successful or a failure, and then that's fresh in my mind when I'm going over stuff, because I'll help set a time on the weekend where I'll go over each trade that I've done, and I'll really see. It's like going through old notes for exam revision, that the brain will be reactivated, and it will go, oh, okay, and then fresh in your mind for the start of the next week's testing and whatnot. I'm also I've got a demo account as well. Okay, so I've got the AUDJPY. Alright, here's the lot sizing. Okay. So I got in here, just above that, triggered. That was pretty good. It's retraced a little bit. It retraced on Friday, but it's not the end of the world. So here we've got an open target, and we've got a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next question. Alright, so how do I stay motivated? Exceptional question, because it's challenging. It's very challenging because the Forex Tester, especially when you're learning a new system, it's difficult because it's tough because you don't really know it, and it's a learning process. You're going to have loser after loser trades, and psychologically you take a battering. What I do, I will show you. Okay, let's bring this up. I won't show you your email address. I'll just show you what I use. Okay, bring this across. This is exactly what I use. So it's a free plug for Walter. Okay, this is his forum. Okay, this is how I stay motivated, because it's friendly competition. All right, so we've got, here I am. Okay, this is it. This is the forum. This costs me $79 US a month. Shutter, that's a lot of money. Man, you got to spend money to make money. Okay, it's simple as that. Simple as that. And this is the very best traders, really. Okay. And here it is. Okay. So the hamster is what we call the system, essentially, for hourly. Okay. We have competition. So what we'll do is, so what's going on, have a screenshot, and then we will post how we're going as well. So there's a collection of quite a few traders, retail traders and institutional traders as well, who congregate and give feedback and share ideas and whatnot. I'll just get that out there. So that's my answer to your question. Okay, that's how I stay motivated. It's not just me. It's it's a group of individuals. Okay. All right. So not wanting to throw real money at the game. Okay, so to answer your question there, I absolutely have real money in the game. Let's log in. I'll show you. Okay. Just for other followers as well of my channel. So I do have skin in the game as well. Okay, so this is definitely a demo account. Alright. And it will load up. maybe not. I'm in Perth, Western Australia. I don't have fibre optic internet as well, so just you don't need to make note of that. Okay. All right. And it's slow. Probably at the peak, I get 2 megabytes a second internet. Okay. So here we go. All right. So there it is. Account history. When was it open? When was the first trade taken? And that's why that was the first trade. That was just to make sure everything was working. And then that's the first trade. Okay. So yes, I do have a real account. This is traded by James Kensington though, with a signal service called the Hamster, available at Signal Start. Okay, so I don't trade real money. I can take a trade on that real account, but I don't. Okay, so the goal would be to be 3 months consistent. So right now I have to be profitable to begin with. So this is the drawdown. Okay, the first order was open here. There it was. Okay, so that's the situation. Okay, I like to be transparent. I like to be open. So, I hope that answered your question. Yes, I do have a live account. It's a Signal account. Can I interfere with it? Yes, I can. So I'm learning and earning. All right. Okay. So 3 months of consistent, consecutive months of profitable trading. So I'm winning more than I'm losing. Doesn't necessarily have to be more than 50% win rate, because I could get a couple of nice runners. All right. So I make a trade and I'll move the stop loss every time it moves to a 1-to-1, and just keep going until it reverses and hits the trailing exit. Okay. Yeah, so that, look, Sean, I hope that really answers your question thoroughly. So that's what I'm doing. So originally I had a Pepperstone account and there was multiple systems going on. I was following different people, fundamental traders, Walter Peters, doing this, doing that. And I traded silver a few times, a few bad silver trades. And obviously silver with a mini account of 500 Australian dollars is I made 10% in an hour once, but it just ends in tears. So guys, be patient and just take a moment. All right, so let's take a few while we're here. Let's take some trades. I'm just gonna give me some feedback as well, guys, if the videos are too long as well. I understand normally if people are watching this, they're not the normal individual who's ADD and loses attention quickly, because this is an educational thing. So I don't want to rush it. I want to give everyone an opportunity to see what I do. Okay, so let's take a trade. Let's see if something comes up. If it can give me something again. The concern I have is here, the resistance. It's go to the daily, have a macro approach. Nice little bounce. This is a 20 point moving average. Okay, so just in case, any questions on that? Nice little rebound. Let's just take it. Take that bastard. Go far above there. Stop loss 84. So we're risking 0.5% on each trade. 84 was it? It was 5.95. So if it doesn't trigger first candle, close. You got to be strict with that. This is a bit more pleasing, broken out a little bit. Just do one trade. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right there. Stop loss. Down there. 21. So I'm doing 500 divide 91, and 91 is the difference between entry and stop loss. Okay. Tedious and boring, but that's what trading's about, guys. Oh, it hits it. That's sweet. God, I've suffered recently. That's good. I'll take a screenshot of that. What we do as well is, if I can get it. So I hide the equity as well, as you can see why. You know, you just don't pay attention to it. Alright, take a screenshot. I'll show you what I do with it. This is just what I personally do, guys. So this is what I save it to. Okay. It's a very cool little, I'll double click. Usually what I'll do is I won't do this, I'll just accumulate and then I'll file it at the end of a backtesting session. It's nearly 2 in the morning here in Perth, guys. I finished work at 11:30 tonight, so I apologize, Sean, for the delay, but I was working at Perth Airport. Okay, what I'm going to do, see right there was space as well. I'm just going to tick it, make myself feel good. Because there's been a lot of losses. This is good. Alright, I won't save it there. I'll say say trend continues. This good price action was engulfing candle. So support. And we will save that to ding 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 ding. Okay, this wants to be difficult. This will be it, guys, as well. I'm going to wrap it up. Okay. Hamster. Okay. So I've done, the first one was done without really properly defining support resistance. So I started from 2010 to 2016. So historically, you want to really run it for about, I ran this current test version 2 from 2001, 2010, support resistance clearly defined, and then we go from there. Okay. The computer wants to go to sleep, and I think I need to go to sleep soon. Alright, so again, we had a macro approach. That's a nice little bounce off support. So that gives context. It doesn't necessarily mean get in on that, because it's banging its head up against resistance. And normally what happens is a large candle like that, it's an outlier. It will retrace more aggressively. But we've got, it's very tight grouping as well. So you look for a little more distance because my stop would have been down there, entry down there. So we're talking going up there. Okay. So I hope that helped, guys. I'm just going to save the project as well. So that gives you a real good understanding of what I do. Is it exciting? Is it fun? Not really. It's like a job. That's what trading is. Okay, you ask any good professional trader, and it's just another thing they do. I work a full-time job. I do a lot of other things. This is what I do as well. Okay, I hope that really helps. Keep the questions coming. Thanks, Sean. For your first question, email through, and hope everyone has a great rest of the weekend. For me, it's already Monday morning, and peace out. Thanks, guys.